Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you could completely change how you look at your health, starting today. This is not hype, this is not a trend. This is about two of the most powerful natural substances on this planet, cloves and cinnamon, and what happens when you combine them correctly. When you bring together two powerful natural substances like cloves and cinnamon, something extraordinary begins to happen inside your body. And this is where most people completely miss the point. They look at these ingredients individually thinking, yes, cloves are good, cinnamon is healthy, but they never truly understand what happens when these two are combined. You see, this is not just addition, this is synergy. And synergy means the effect is far greater than the sum of its parts. Let me explain this in a way your body will understand. Cloves contain a potent compound called eugenol. This is a natural bioactive substance that works deep within your system to fight inflammation, eliminate harmful bacteria, and support your liver's detoxification pathway. At the same time, cinnamon is working on a completely different but equally powerful level. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping your cells respond better to glucose, while also delivering strong antioxidant protection. Now here's where it gets interesting. When these two come together, they don't compete, they complement each other. Cloves begin cleansing and protecting the internal environment, while cinnamon enhances how your body uses energy. One is helping to clear the damage, while the other is improving the function. This is what creates that amplified effect. Think of your body like an engine. If your engine is dirty, clogged, and inefficient, it doesn't matter how good your fuel is, you're not going to get optimal performance. Cloves act like a natural cleansing agent, helping to remove internal stressors such as inflammation and microbial imbalance. Cinnamon, on the other hand, improves how that engine burns fuel, allowing your body to convert nutrients into usable energy more efficiently. Together, you now have a cleaner engine and better fuel combustion. That's synergy. And this is exactly what many natural healing systems have understood for centuries, especially in traditional practices where spices are combined intentionally, not randomly. But let's go even deeper. Inside your body, there is a constant battle happening between oxidative stress and antioxidant defense. Oxidative stress damages your cells, accelerates aging, weakens your immune system, and contributes to chronic disease. Both cloves and cinnamon are loaded with antioxidants, but they work in slightly different ways. Cloves are one of the highest antioxidant-rich foods known, helping neutralize free radicals rapidly. Cinnamon provides sustained antioxidant support while also improving circulation, allowing those protective compounds to reach more areas of the body. So now, instead of a single line of defense, you have a multi-layered shield protecting your cells, and that's where the multiplication effect truly begins. Your immune system becomes more efficient, your cells experience less stress, your body starts to shift from a state of defense into a state of repair. Now imagine this happening consistently, day after day. This is not about a quick fix. This is about gradually transforming your internal environment. Another critical aspect of this synergy is how it affects inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the root causes of many modern health issues: joint pain, fatigue, digestive problems, even cardiovascular concerns. Cloves directly suppress inflammatory pathways, while cinnamon reduces the triggers that lead to inflammation, particularly blood sugar spikes. So again, one is calming the fire, while the other is preventing more fuel from being added. This dual action is incredibly powerful. And here's something most people overlook. When your blood sugar is stable, your entire body benefits. Your mood improves, your brain functions better, your hormones stay balanced, and your energy becomes more consistent. Cinnamon plays a major role here, but when paired with cloves, the body is under less stress overall, allowing those blood sugar improvements to have an even greater impact. Now your body is not just reacting, it's adapting. It's learning to function better. That's the true power of synergy. You're not forcing the body, you're supporting it. And when you support the body in multiple ways at once, you create an environment where healing becomes more natural, more efficient, and more sustainable. This is why people who use combinations like this consistently often report feeling lighter, more energized, more focused. It's not just one system improving, it's multiple systems working together more harmoniously. But let me make one thing very clear. This is not magic. This is biology. This is your body responding to the right inputs. Cloves and cinnamon simply provide those inputs in a way that enhances each other. And when you understand that, you begin to see health differently. It's not about taking more, it's about combining wisely. It's about creating balance. Because in the end, your body doesn't need extremes, it needs cooperation. And that's exactly what this combination delivers. Two natural substances working together to help your body do what it was always designed to do: heal, protect, and thrive. Let's talk about one of the most critical systems in your body, one that silently affects your energy, your weight, your brain, your heart, and even how long you live. I'm talking about your blood sugar and your metabolism. Most people don't realize this, but even if you're not diabetic, your blood sugar may already be out of balance. You may feel tired after meals, crave sugar late at night, struggle to lose weight, or experience brain fog during the day. These are not random symptoms, they are signals. Your body is trying to tell you that it's having difficulty managing glucose efficiently. Now here's where this powerful combination of cloves and cinnamon comes into play. Cinnamon has been studied extensively for its ability to improve insulin sensitivity. What does that mean? It means your cells become more responsive to insulin, the hormone responsible for moving sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it can be used for energy. When your cells respond better, less sugar remains circulating in your blood. That's a good thing. But when insulin sensitivity is low, which happens with aging, poor diet, stress, and lack of movement, your body has to produce more and more insulin just to do the same job. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, and that's where problems begin. Now, when you introduce cinnamon into your daily routine, you're helping your body use insulin more effectively. You're essentially making the process smoother, more efficient, less stressful on your system. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Cloves step in and support this process from a completely different angle. Cloves help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, two major factors that interfere with insulin signaling. When your body is inflamed, your cells don't listen to insulin properly. It's like trying to have a conversation in a noisy room. The message doesn't get through. By calming inflammation, cloves help quiet the noise, allowing insulin to do its job more effectively. Now think about this. Cinnamon is improving how insulin works. Cloves are improving the environment in which insulin works. Together, they create a condition where your body can finally regain control over blood sugar. And when that happens, everything begins to change. Your energy becomes more stable, no more dramatic highs and crashes, no more reaching for sugary snacks just to get through the day. Your body starts producing energy in a steady, reliable way. This also has a direct impact on your metabolism. Your metabolism is not just about how fast you burn calories, it's about how efficiently your body converts food into energy. When blood sugar is unstable, your metabolism becomes inefficient. Excess glucose gets stored as fat, particularly around the abdomen. Hormones become imbalanced. Fatigue sets in. But when blood sugar stabilizes, your body shifts gears. It begins to use fuel instead of storing it. Cinnamon plays a key role here by helping glucose enter the cells where it can be burned for energy. Cloves, by reducing inflammation and supporting digestive health, ensure that your body is better prepared to process and utilize nutrients. Now your metabolism is not struggling, it's functioning. And here's something incredibly important. When your metabolism improves, weight loss becomes easier. Not because you're starving yourself, but because your body is finally working the way it's supposed to. You're not fighting your body anymore. You're working with it. Another powerful benefit of stable blood sugar is how it affects your brain. Your brain relies heavily on glucose for fuel, but it needs a steady supply, not spikes and crashes. When blood sugar fluctuates, your brain feels it immediately. You may experience irritability, poor concentration, memory issues, or even anxiety. Cinnamon helps maintain a steady flow of glucose to the brain, while cloves provide antioxidant protection that helps preserve brain cells and reduce inflammation. So now, not only are you improving physical energy, you're enhancing mental clarity. You think better, you feel more focused, you're more present. And this is where the transformation becomes noticeable. People start to say, I feel different, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Now let's take it one step further. Stable blood sugar also plays a crucial role in preventing long-term damage. When glucose levels remain elevated over time, it can damage blood vessels, nerves, and organs. This is why uncontrolled blood sugar is linked to serious conditions affecting the heart, kidneys, eyes, and more. By supporting healthy blood sugar levels naturally, cloves and cinnamon help reduce this long-term risk. They're not just improving how you feel today, they're protecting your future health. And the beauty of this approach is its simplicity. You're not relying on extreme measures, you're not shocking your system, you're gently guiding your body back into balance. Consistency is the key. Small daily actions that support your metabolism and blood sugar can lead to profound changes over time, but you have to understand something. This is not about perfection. It's about awareness. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to function better. And when you combine cloves and cinnamon, you're providing a powerful natural support system that works with your biology, not against it. So if you've been struggling with low energy, stubborn weight, cravings, or brain fog, don't ignore those signs. Your body is communicating with you, and sometimes the answer is not complicated. Sometimes it's as simple as combining two natural ingredients in the right way, at the right time, and allowing your body to do the rest. There's something happening inside your body right now, something you cannot see, you cannot feel immediately, but over time it determines how fast you age, how strong your immune system remains, and how well your organs continue to function. I'm talking about inflammation and oxidative stress. These are two silent forces that, when left unchecked, slowly break the body down from within. Most people wait until symptoms appear, joint pain, fatigue, memory loss, digestive issues, but by the time those signs show up, the process has already been happening for years. Now here's where cloves and cinnamon become incredibly powerful, not just as spices, but as tools to protect your body at the deepest level. Cloves are one of the richest sources of antioxidants found in nature. In fact, their antioxidant capacity is so high that even small amounts can have a significant effect inside your body. These antioxidants act like protectors. They neutralize harmful molecules known as free radicals. Free radicals are unstable compounds that damage your cells. They attack your DNA, your proteins, your cell membranes. Over time, this damage accumulates and contributes to aging and disease. But when antioxidants are present, they step in and stabilize these molecules before they can cause harm. Cloves do this rapidly and effectively. Now let's bring cinnamon into the picture. Cinnamon also contains powerful antioxidants, but it brings something additional to the table, helps improve circulation. This means that the beneficial compounds from both cinnamon and cloves are delivered more efficiently throughout your body. So instead of localized protection, you begin to experience a more widespread systemic effect. Your entire body becomes better defended. But this is only one part of the story. Let's talk about inflammation. Inflammation is a natural process. It's how your body responds to injury or infection. But the problem today is not acute inflammation. It's chronic, low-grade inflammation that never fully turns off. This type of inflammation quietly damages tissues over time. It affects your joints, leading to stiffness and pain. It affects your arteries, contributing to cardiovascular problems. It affects your brain, increasing the risk of cognitive decline. It even disrupts your digestive system and immune response. Cloves contain compounds that directly suppress inflammatory pathways. They help reduce the production of substances in the body that trigger and sustain inflammation. Cinnamon works in a complementary way. It helps regulate blood sugar and reduce insulin spikes, which are a major driver of inflammation. When blood sugar is constantly rising and falling, it creates stress within the body, and that stress fuels inflammation. So once again, we see synergy. Cloves are calming the inflammatory response. Cinnamon is removing one of the key triggers of that inflammation. Together, they create an internal environment that is far less hostile. Now imagine your cells living in that environment. Instead of constantly defending themselves against damage, they can begin to repair, regenerate, and function more efficiently. This is where long-term health truly begins. Another important aspect of this combination is how it affects the brain. The brain is extremely sensitive to both oxidative stress and inflammation. Even small amounts of damage over time can affect memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Cloves provide strong antioxidant protection that helps shield brain cells from oxidative damage. Cinnamon has been shown to support brain health by improving blood flow and reducing inflammation in neural tissues. Together, they help create a protective effect that supports clarity, focus, and long-term cognitive health. This is not something you feel instantly like a burst of energy. This is something that builds quietly. Day by day, your brain becomes more resilient. Your ability to think clearly, to stay focused, to process information, these are preserved and supported through consistent care at the cellular level. Now let's talk about your immune system. Your immune system is directly influenced by both inflammation and oxidative stress. When your body is under constant stress, your immune system becomes weaker, less responsive, less efficient. Cloves have natural antimicrobial properties, helping your body defend against harmful bacteria and pathogens. Cinnamon supports immune function by reducing internal stress and improving circulation, allowing immune cells to travel more effectively throughout the body. So now, instead of your immune system being overwhelmed, it becomes more balanced. It responds when needed, and it rests when it should. This balance is critical. An overactive immune system can be just as harmful as an underactive one. And this is what makes this combination so powerful. It doesn't push the body in one extreme direction. It helps restore equilibrium. Now here's something most people never consider. When you reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, you're not just preventing disease, you're slowing down the aging process. Aging is not just about time passing, it's about the accumulation of damage within your cells. By reducing that damage, you are effectively supporting a healthier, more graceful aging process. Your skin, your joints, your organs all benefit. You maintain function longer, you feel better as you age. And all of this starts with small, consistent actions, not extreme diets, not complicated routines. Just simple, natural support. But consistency is everything. You cannot expect one cup one day to reverse years of stress and imbalance. However, when you make this part of your daily routine, when you give your body these protective compounds regularly, something begins to shift. Your internal environment changes. Less stress, less inflammation, more protection. And over time, those small changes add up to something significant. You begin to notice that you feel more stable, less pain, better focus, improved resilience. Not because of one dramatic intervention, but because you supported your body in the way it was always meant to be supported. This is the real power of cloves and cinnamon, not just in what they do individually. There is a powerful truth about the human body that most people overlook. And once you understand it, everything about your health begins to change. Your body is always adapting every single day based on what you eat, how you move, how you think, and what you expose yourself to. Your body is either moving toward health or away from it. There is no neutral state. There is no standing still. And when we talk about consistent use of something as simple as cloves and cinnamon, we're not talking about a temporary boost. We're talking about long-term adaptation, changes that become deeply rooted within your system over time. This is where real transformation happens. Most people are conditioned to think in short-term results. They want to feel something immediately. They want quick energy, fast weight loss, instant relief. But the body doesn't work that way, not when it comes to true healing. Real change is gradual, but it is powerful. When you begin using cloves and cinnamon consistently, you are sending your body a message every single day. You're telling it, I am giving you support. I am reducing stress. I am helping you function better. And your body listens. At first, the changes may be subtle. You may notice slightly better digestion, a little more stable energy, maybe fewer cravings. These are early signs that your body is responding. But beneath the surface, something much deeper is taking place. Your cells are beginning to adjust. Inflammatory pathways start to calm down, blood sugar regulation improves, your metabolism becomes more efficient, your circulation enhances. These processes don't just happen once, they begin to repeat. And repetition is what creates lasting change. Think of it like building a habit. The first time you do something, it requires effort, but as you repeat it, it becomes easier, more natural, more automatic. The same principle applies inside your body. When you consistently provide beneficial compounds like those found in cloves and cinnamon, your body begins to learn this new state of balance. It starts to operate differently. This is what people often describe as feeling like a new person, but in reality, it's not new. It's your body returning to how it was designed to function. Now here's where it becomes truly fascinating. Certain improvements, once established, are not easily reversed. For example, when inflammation is reduced over a sustained period, your tissues begin to heal, damaged cells are replaced, your internal environment becomes less hostile. Once this healing takes place, your body doesn't immediately go back to a state of dysfunction unless negative habits are reintroduced consistently. The same applies to blood sugar control. When your body regains sensitivity to insulin and learns to manage glucose more efficiently, that improved function can remain stable as long as you continue to support it. This is what we mean by long-term or irreversible change. Not that it can never be undone, but that it becomes deeply established. It becomes your new normal, and that's a very different way of thinking about health. You're no longer chasing results, you're creating a foundation. Another important aspect of consistency is how it reduces overall stress on the body. Every time your body experiences spikes in blood sugar, inflammation, or oxidative stress, it has to work harder to restore balance. This constant demand drains your energy and accelerates aging. But when you consistently support your body with natural compounds that stabilize these processes, you reduce that burden. Your body no longer has to fight as hard. And when the body is not constantly fighting, it can start repairing. This is where deeper healing occurs. Organs function more efficiently, hormones become more balanced, your immune system becomes more responsive. Even your sleep can improve because your body is no longer in a constant state of internal stress. Now imagine this happening over weeks, then months, then years. Small daily actions begin to accumulate into something profound. This is not about doing something extreme for a short period of time. It's about doing something simple, consistently, and allowing your body to build upon those changes. And here's something very important to understand. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to do everything right every single day. What matters is the overall pattern. If most of your days include supportive habits like consuming cloves and cinnamon in moderation, staying hydrated, eating whole foods, and moving your body, your system will continue moving in the right direction. The body is incredibly forgiving when given the chance. But it needs repetition, it needs reinforcement, and this is where many people fall short. They try something for a few days, maybe a week, and when they don't see dramatic results, they stop. They never give their body the opportunity to adapt. They interrupt the process before it has time to take hold. True transformation requires patience. It requires trust in the process. And it requires understanding that what you're building is not temporary, it's lasting. When you commit to consistency, you begin to notice that your body responds faster over time. What once took weeks may take days. Your system becomes more efficient, more responsive, more resilient. You are strengthening your foundation. And once that foundation is strong, everything else becomes easier. Better energy, better focus, better physical performance, improved overall well-being, not because you're constantly pushing your body, but because your body is finally working with you. That's the ultimate goal. To create a state where your daily habits support your biology in such a way that health becomes the default, not the exception. And it all starts with simple, consistent actions. Something as small as combining cloves and cinnamon daily may not seem significant at first, but over time it becomes part of a larger pattern, a pattern that leads to lasting, meaningful change.